I've been joined by the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Madam Linda Ocloo, also Member of Parliament for Shai Osudoku. Good morning, Madam, and welcome to Sunday Breakfast.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
Greetings to your cherished viewers and listeners.
Amazing. Thank you for joining us, and also congratulations on the successful handling of the recent nomination confirmation for MCs in Crower and in Ayawaso East.
Yes, Ayawaso North.
Ayawaso North. Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. Yes. Today, we are looking at the issue that has to do with the state of street lights in the country. You promised to fix, on February 4th this year, you promised to fix 70% of our street lights in the capital in 50 days. It's been 119 days after. In your own assessment, where do we stand in your pledge to fulfill this promise?
All right, thank you so much. I think within the 50 days, I met my target. I mean, we were able to fix 100, I think we lighted 128 streets, 128 streets. And afterwards, again, we've done about 30 streets in addition. And so we are almost 85% through. Per my assessment, we are 85% through. It's only the challenges we have, because as I'm speaking to you now, the entire stretch of Ocloo is off. I went myself with Prefus to go and check the place and roads and highways. We noticed that some of the cables has been stolen. And then the photo cell, that light, the bulb, also has been stolen. So these are some of the challenges we are facing. Those that we are yet to fix, like His Excellency the President's Church, the entire church is yet to be fixed because of the budget that came. I mean, the budget is so huge to the extent that we have to fall on other NGOs to see if we can fix those places. The budget is so huge.
Interesting.
Because all the entire church, all the cables have been stolen. And so we have to refix another cables before we can even think of fixing the street lights. And so these are some of the challenges we are facing. And so we have to go back to Ocloo and then re-engineer everything. And so that's the challenge we are facing.
Interesting. Are you able to tell us the areas? You said 85% of the street lights have been fixed. Are you able to tell us the remaining areas where these street lights are yet to be fixed?
Yes, unfortunately, I'm in church, but I mean, if you revisit my statement, I mean, within the 50 days, I mentioned all the streets that have been lighted. I mean, I mentioned it. So, because I'm in church, I don't have the figures here with the table here with me.
No problem.
And so, I mean, subsequent interviews, I can let you know the streets that has been lighted. I'll let you know.
We'll appreciate that. We are also being told, my reporter tells us that the whole stretch of the N1, which cuts through many assemblies, there's no single light on that stretch. Has that come to your notice as regional minister?
I'm very much aware. In fact, during my interview, I said, those roads are under construction. There are roads that are under construction that we cannot fix the lights until the roads are being handed over. Until they hand over the roads, we cannot fix the light.
Because
it was intentionally removed. Yeah, there are some, the pavement, they are working on those stretches. And so the lights have been removed. Not that the street lights are not working. It was intentionally removed by the roads and highways.
Honorable Minister.
We're also being told that the Ablekuma stretch all the way to the Pokwase area, there's no single street light on the stretch. Has that also come to your notice?
Well, Pokwase, I even saw, a statement made by Franklin Kudu. I mean, praising me on the Pokwase stretch that the lights are on. I'm yet to go there and see, for myself, what you just said. But per my records, Pokwase, that area was fixed. And so, I don't know what to say. I have to revisit the place.
So we'll be glad if you can revisit, because you are getting quite a number of messages pointing to the fact
that is what I want people to give me the feedback of those stretches that are off, places that the lights are not on, and so that we can work on it. And so if you can also help me by giving me the areas, those areas that are off, I can assure you that within some weeks it will be fixed.
My colleague Fred, who has followed this extensively, has a couple of questions for you, Mr. Honorable Minister.
Honorable Minister, Fred here.
Yeah.
Just a quick one. Just I need a bit of clarity actually.
Okay.
Is it the case that there are street lights that are not functioning? We have the poles that you intend to, operationalize them, like fix them before you took office and made that promise, or these are new street lights you intend to install?
New.
They are totally new.
Totally new.
Okay.
Yes.
I want
There are not almost 80% of the lights were off. I mean, the bulbs, the light itself, is not, you cannot replace it. So we have to replace it with a new light. And,
now,
so,
in your
and then
submission,
the 20%, the lights, they don't have issues with the light, just that the cables were stolen. And so we have to refix the cables so that the lights can be on.
My colleague Jude asked about the N1, and you alluded to the fact that the roads that are under construction is going to be quite difficult to, as it were, engineer any form of street lights on those stretches. But I can put on record that from the Accra Mall all the way to La Paz, there is no construction going on that particular stretch, and that road has been there for long, and the entire stretch is dark. And that is maybe you may not be privy to the road we are talking about. So let me just give some of the key areas to avert your mind to some of the road or this particular road in question. We are talking about the Fiesta Royal stretch, Accra Mall all the way to La Paz, Ocloo, that entire stretch. I mean, there is no light working. And this is a major road. We can even term it as international road because when vehicles are traveling all the way from the eastern part of the corridor to the western part, they use this particular stretch. The big trucks that cut goods from Benin, Nigeria, all use this particular stretch. There is no light on that particular road. What is your response to this?
Okay. Please give me, today is Sunday. Tomorrow, because I'm confirming the DCs, I'll ask some team, the roads and highways, I'll inform them immediately after church service. I'll call them to draw their attention of the places you just mentioned, and so that please be rest assured that give us up to close of the week. We'll see that what we can do.
Madam Ocloo, I have one question. We keep mentioning the fact that there's thievery going on with these street lights. Are there any instances or what are we going to do to curb these thieves from continuously stealing these street lights or the cables that make them function?
I'm suggesting perhaps it may be that because the DCs are not exposed yet. We are still confirming the DCs, and so after confirming them, I think that's my first message to them. They should make sure that they form a task force to protect the street lights. We've also told the police to patrol those places that have been fixed. We've written to the police service so that they will patrol. They will give us a team that will be patrolling. Okay. I mean, they also assured us that they will be doing that. But sometimes I don't know what happens. Perhaps if they leave the site and go before someone will call them, hey, they're away for no. Dealing with the scraps. They came to remove someone. And so we asked the citizens, what are you also doing? I mean, when you see people close to their poles, what are some of the questions you ask them? And so we should help each other, my dear. If not, this issue is going to be a challenge.
We'll help each other.
Yes, we should help each other. If you see someone close to a pole, you have the right to ask the person, what are you doing here? I mean, even if the person is from a company, my dear, find out from the company if indeed the person has been sent to undertake whatever exercise.
On this platform, we'll urge the public to play their watchdog role. But we understand you're in church, so we want to keep it very brief. But finally, before you go, and also thanks for your assurances on the N1 stretch about getting back to the assemblies to ascertain what the issue is. We'll come back to follow on that one. But finally, we are being told that the assemblies which you supervise really do not have capacity in terms of ensuring that these street lights are on. Per law, we are being told the Energy Commission, the Energy Ministry, and the Finance Ministry also have a role to play in keeping the lights on. And I'm referring to the street lights. Is it about time we begin conversations about whose role it is really to ensure that these lights are on after the whole fixing phase? Oh,
yes. In fact, when I met the roads and highways, We met the urban and feeder roads as well. And then we met all the technocrats within all the 29 district assemblies. We asked them, what are some of the problems, the challenges they face in terms of the maintenance? Also with the roads and highways, the feeder roads, and the urban roads. It was there that they told the assemblies, the directors, that, in fact, the inner roads, the assembly is directly in charge. And so they have to take charge of the inner roads, while the roads and highways also take charge with the highways. And so we've made them aware that this is, what is coming from roads and highways. They said they are not aware. So now that they are aware, we are hoping that, they shouldn't also wait till the light, all the lights goes off. We told them they should have a patrol team. That will be, going to the places, the visiting the sites. And so that if even one street light is off, we can replace so that it wouldn't, if I tell you the cost involved in fixing all the street lights, my dear, it will surprise you. And so it's capital, very expensive.
Capital intensive.
Yes, capital intensive. So it's not easy to one street light. You ask yourself, how much is one street light? For you to fix the entire stretch. We've also pleaded with the Energy Commission because they also take, I think, some charges. And when you pay your electricity bill, there are some charges. They said it's for the light that they consume, but not for the street light. And so we are also pleading with them that, if they can do something about it, empower the assemblies. And so that anytime the lights are off, they can use those small monies to maintain the lights. And so these are some of the discussions that are ongoing. And so we'll make a headway. At the end of the day, we'll find a solution to that.
Minister, your Parliament House stretch is dark, so kindly add it to your list. From region about to Parliament House, it's also dark.
It's well noted. I'll work on it.
Thank you so much, Madam Ocloo. And you can be assured that ChannelOne TV, we here will follow closely. Thank you so much for joining us for this discussion. Fred,
that was intense.
Are you okay? Are you satisfied with some of the answers that were given?
See, she's more of a coordinating minister. All the assemblies under her jurisdiction, she's more like a person who is supposed to coordinate and ensure that these assemblies send their engineers to work. Like Engineer Mahama said, she's a minister, a Greater Accra Regional Minister.
Yeah.
But the various assemblies, this is their responsibility because they have the various departments under them. They have the various road and maintenance departments under the various assemblies. She can make the promise as if the president is not there, she's next, like in terms of the regional
architecture
governance and everything. Yes, she can make the promise, but it takes a certain level of zeal and commitment to ensure that the assemblies also find the resources to do this.
I don't want to take anything away. I think that commitment, right? And for me, I credit her for even the boldness to make a pledge like this and actually follow it up. Some people make promises. Some ministers make promises. When they realize that it's too big a call, then they start hiding from the media for it. So, yes, it was an ambitious call. Yes, it was big. But has she shown some commitment?
Yeah.
I think that you can't take away from her.
Obviously, Jude, you are right with that. We are not here to blame her. We are not here to chastise her.
Because she's only been in government for 4 months, right?
Well.
A lot
but
of them,
no one also placed the gun to her head to make their promises.
Well, the media accosted her.
She saw, before coming into office, she did her own assessment. Or even when she received the call that you are going to be the Greater Accra Regional Minister, she would obviously take pen and paper and jot certain things down that these are my priority areas. These are the things I want to do, like she said, in 50 days. So if she's committed to it, she should have find out, like, Engineer Mahama said, which agencies, which ministries can I talk to for them to attach that sort of agency to this whole conversation? If the finance ministry said they don't have resources, how far can she go with this promise?
Exactly.
So I want to believe that before coming to make that promise, she weighed it and then understood what is at stake. And she believed that she could do it. Okay. So major stretches that I keep emphasizing, I am using those major routes to now assess it.
So
if the major routes are not well lit,
how much
you don't want to believe that those. I was driving on the.
I know you'll follow up on this story.
Obviously, I was driving from Volta region the other day to Accra, and the entire stretch.
Was dark.
This
I
is
think
an
you wrote about
ECOWAS.
it,
This
right?
is an ECOWAS road.
Yeah,
For Christ's sake,
yeah.
we are marking ECOWAS as 50. I have a whole video that I've done about it that we could play, but I don't know if we have much time on this.
We
But
have to go.
see,
I actually don't.
we need to really show some commitment. If you go to other countries where you can easily drive at night, you can move and do anything at night,
I
and the
don't
entire
like
place
the-
doesn't
I don't
feel
like
No, I'm not
it is
saying
that.
anything
So,
bad. I'm just saying
see,
that Togo is well lit
I
with
don't like the-
proper roads.
even
But
Togo-
Fred, thank you, and I
No,
know you'll definitely follow up
we will follow
on
up.
this.
We will sure hold her
As
feet
our
to the
Channel
fire.
One TV
Yeah.
will hammer on it, and we'll definitely follow up on the streetlight issue. There's so many messages coming in, but we'll read them later. So don't go away. We have more for you right here on Sunday Breakfast.